Hello everyone, today I want to share the fragrances I picked up from Molinard and Fragonard during my visit to Grasse in the south of France, a town very well known for its perfume industry. I purchased 2 rollerballs from Molinard. I don't usually go for oriental fragrances, so I bought the Habanita L'Esprit EDP for the history. The original Habanita launched over 100 years ago in the 1920s, and this newer L'Esprit version is a bit syrupy on my skin. Luckily, the lemon notes help to balance out the sweetness. This fragrance lasts about 6 hours on me, and I will only reach for it occasionally during the winter months. On the other hand, the Figue EDP is a lovely everyday option. On my skin, this is a warm, creamy fig, almost overshadowed by the citrus and woody notes. The scent stays close to the skin, and I get about 5 hours of wear from this rollerball. With my purchase, I was also gifted a sample of the Ardent EDP, a 2024 release. It is a nice woody iris, but not really a scent profile that I gravitate towards. Unlike at Molinard, I was not offered any samples with my purchases at Fragonard. I picked up 2 parfums, a sample box with 10 EDTs, and 2 floral full-size EDTs. On my skin, the EDT version of Etoile jumps straight to the woody notes, while the citrus and floral notes are more prominent in the parfum version. 30 ml of the parfum currently retails for €50, which is the same price as 200 ml of the EDT. I cannot tell the difference in the longevity between these 2 formulations. Both lasts all day on me, so while I prefer the complexity of the parfum, the EDT wins on more value for the money. There is also a 50 ml EDP version for the same price that I am interested in trying out. For something a bit less woody and more warm compared to Etoile, I picked up the Frivole Parfum. On my skin, the citrus and floral notes in the parfum and the EDT smell quite similar. Since both formulations also have similar longevity on my skin, I would only buy the EDT version going forward, given the large price difference. I also experienced the metal parfum bottle leaking right out of the packaging. While it was an easy fix to unscrew and retighten the cap, that is one more reason to go with the EDT version instead. On my skin, Belle Cherie starts off as a fruity floral and then dries down to a creamy wood with a bit of citrus. This scent profile is not revolutionary, but Fragonard's version is excellent for an easy-to-wear everyday option. During the factory tour, I was advised that Belle de Nuit is Fragonard's bestseller year after year. On my skin, the EDT version is a powdery sweet floral, and it reminds me of my bottle of Santa Maria Novella's Angeli di Firenze. This is also an affordable alternative for the more mainstream Dior J'Adore. Unlike Belle de Nuit, which is a bouquet of different flowers, on my skin, Emilie is a straight-up powdery sweet rose with a bit of soapiness, and I also get a bit of lemon. This one lasts all day on me, but I find the scent too overwhelming for every day. Another one that I don't really reach for is Reine de Coeurs. This EDT is very sweet and reminds me of Lancome La Vie, which also does not work on my skin. Reine de Coeurs is less intense and is more affordable compared to La Vie Belle. Fragonard was reformulated in 2024, so I'm actually not sure whether this sample is the new version or the discontinued version. While this EDT is a lovely white floral, I was expecting something a little more extra special from Fragonard's namesake fragrance. Eau de Vacances is a tropical fruit floral. On my skin, it reminds me of a watered-down fruit smoothie. This is not my favorite, but I don't mind wearing it from time to time. On my skin, Eau du Bonheur has a very strong woody opening. However, I adore the dry down to a green floral. Once it develops, this fragrance gives me the best clean laundry feeling. Finally, the last one in the sampler box is Diamant. The EDT starts off musky and spicy, almost a bit too sharp for my preferences. Then it dries down to more vanilla and caramel, but without the sweetness. This fragrance is crisp and cool, so I think the name, which translates to diamond in English, is perfect. I also picked up 2 full-size floral EDTs as Fragonard's 2024 Flower of the Year. Lilas is a very realistic rendition of what I expect lilac to smell like. On my skin, I don't detect anything else besides lilac, so I have been using it more as a home fragrance than wearing it on my skin. Similarly, with the Pivoine EDT, I only notice the peony notes on my skin. There is a bit of evolution in that the fragrance opens a bit more green, then becomes sweeter as it develops, much like how peonies bloom. These 2 florals are simple, they smell like fresh flowers, and last about 5 hours on my skin. I had a lovely trip to Grasse with these newest additions to my fragrance rotation. I was able to save 10% off of the retail price on my purchases using these coupon booklets available at the Tourism Information Center. Grasse is easily accessible by train as day trips from nearby cities such as Nice or Cannes. Both Molinard and Fragonard have boutiques in other cities in the south of France, as well as in Paris. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching.